Hey, was geht? Welcome back to another episode to Safe and Sound. My name is Rudenote and today we are making an Oriental type beat with, guess what? I bet you don't know what this is. This is actually a saz. The saz, also known as baglama, is a traditional stringed musical instrument that comes from Turkey. It belongs to the lute family and has a distinct long neck and a round body. The term saz is a generic word that refers to a family of related instruments, and baglama specifically denotes a particular type of saz. So this is a kalimba. I will also use it, and I think I'm going to just record one shot of it and then basically doing like chords out of it or shaping the sounds a little bit, but I really love the sound. Listen. I have no idea how to play the violin, but I will use the sound as well to for this beat. I think I will also just record one note and then, you know, shape it, and let's see. That was good. Guys, I have actually no idea how to play this instrument, but since I know how to play the guitar, I know at least a little bit about the string theory, right? I just want to tell you real quick how I got to this instrument, and I got an opportunity by two bigger producers. They wanted me to send them samples over because they saw that I have this instrument basically on my Instagram feed, and that was the reason why I actually bought this instrument, just to send them over like loops and samples. And I actually also made it to work with them, which was amazing and like a huge milestone for me as a music producer. So I just want to let you know, whenever you have an opportunity, make sure that you seize it and that you go for it. Alright guys, we are back, and yeah, as you can see, I've already opened the session and I'm going to show you everything in detail now, what I did, so you can basically understand, yeah, the kind of process I had in mind, right? So first of all, I recorded the saz and I was so unhappy because I didn't like it. So we can listen to the part that I had initially, but later on I re-recorded it, so yeah, but let's listen to it first. Oh, it's kind of loud. Give me a second. Nah, that ain't the one. So after I had the entire beat, I was recording this part here. Yeah, and as you can see, I put like a Q on it. I put compression on it. Around 5 dB, and I really like this compressor, by the way, because it's doing like, you don't have too many knobs, so it's pretty easy to use, I would say. And then on top of that, I used vintage verb from Valhalla and around 10% from the mix knob. Yeah, after that we had the violin, right? And as I told you in the beginning, I'm like a really bad violin player, but I'm working on it, I promise. And yeah, it's just an ambient sound, you know. I also used Valhalla for that one. And EQing a little bit, obviously. I also used the second one. It's like -9, or basically, no, -5, because I pitched the entire sample down by 4. So yeah. Apart from that, we had the kalimba sound, right? Which was this one. But in the beginning, it was this one. And I turned it into that one. Pretty easy, actually. I used murder melodies, and yes, this preset underwater is like, it's gold. Nice. Apart from that, I really like this kind of pad I created, I would say. I think it was the kalimba sound as well. Let me see if I reverse it. This sounds also cool. Ah, yeah, it was the string sound, actually. Yeah, and I then reversed it, so it then sounded like. Yeah, and if you check out my other videos, you will see that I use a lot of Ableton plugins, because they're really dope. Especially this one here, AutoPen. You can use it first for auto panning and everything, but also you can automate the volume to a specific rate. So that's, I guess, 1/16, and it sounds really fire, I think. Yeah, apart from that, I did the drums and I decided to go for drums like this. Yeah, as you can see, I chose like drill drums and used a lot of different sounds. And I think by their own they really sound not good, but in combination, like as you can, okay, this is not that good, but let's put it over here. So this is the hi-hat section, I would say. And if you listen to all of the heads, you know, it gives those little bounce, which I really like. And for the main heads, I also use the delay and like a little bit of dry wet, so it gives like a nice depth to it. And yeah, the snare obviously. And yes, apart from that, what I did was obviously the bass. And as you can see, I use like a lot of glide, and I cranked up the time a lot. And that's basically the 808. This is also the 808. Sounds like a perk. Yeah, and I would say without further ado, let's listen to all of it together. I did like a small intro build-up thing with a riser and like some, I mean, you will hear it, some tweakings here and there. And for the mastering channel, I really did it simple because that is what how I upload most of my beats. It's basically just small EQing, then taking out like the harsh frequencies, which I also did with Soothe, and then basically limiting all of it with this one, which comes with Slate. And at the very end, I most of the time have the saturator or Voxengo, which is also like a free plugin, and there I can basically analyze also a little bit, or analyze at least how my beats look like in the frequency spectrum, right?
Ali, that was rude.
And guys, I really love this part right here. This is actually really easy to make. I just took the chords like this, duplicated them, put them up like by 1 octave with shift and the error thing up. And after that, I just, you know, randomly checked some notes and had like a melody in my head and then tried to replicate it. And sometimes I really prefer drawing the notes than playing because, you know, you have more freedom. And yeah. It's not a crazy thing, you know, but it's just like a cool breakdown. So I would use this part as kind of the bridge. But, you know, it always depends on the artist as well, what kind of arrangement he wants to have. So this is basically just a foundation of a beat. And yeah, I hope you like it. Alright guys, that was the beat. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and also let me know what I should do next, what kind of instruments I should use, or what kind of genre you would like to get more infos about. And remember to stay focused, calm, and safe in sound. Have a good one!